Alright guys, this is my second time trying to do this part. The joys of working with a cell phone without a lot of memory. One of the tools I carry is this Gerber. It's 20 centimeter or so on that regard. It is sharp, although it is a bit rusty. I really got to oil a lot of my tools, but it also has this serrated edge. I don't think I've ever used a serrated edge, but it's there if I needed it. So that's in my pack, and I can sling it on my belt anytime I want. Reason I never use that serrated edge is I have this little saw from Fiskars. Also has some surface rust on it. It is a great little saw, if I can work it with one hand. A lot of people talk about the Bahco Laplander or the Silky saws. I know Canadian Prepper's a big proponent of the Silky saws. I don't have one right now, although it's not something I'd be opposed to. For the amount of work I do with them, this one works great. Fiskars happens to be a great company I've found, splitting axes and everything else. This is one of the blades I keep. This one is a Buck rubberized grip. It has never seen anything other than my hand. Anyone who plays with knives too often like myself will understand that comment. That one I keep there. It's to do some skinning out or gut work. It's got that bellied out blade. I'm a huge fan of the bellied out blades. If I ever go through all my knives with you guys, you'll see a lot of my blades have that belly to them. I just can work it very good. You know, there's so much to be said for blades being made specifically for a purpose, but there's also a lot to be said for blades that work in your hand. This one fits nicely, and I mean, I'm used to that cut, profile, grind, whatever you want to go with. Now, this is, I believe it's actually a Pathfinder knife. Yep, it is there. This is one I bought a few years ago. Also, you can see it's got that bellied profile. I love this knife. I haven't abused it. I bought it as a one tool option just when me and a friend of mine were trying to do some more bush type stuff. This is a knife that you can abuse. Look at that good thick spine. It's got a hard 90-degree spine on it, so I can run a ferro rod against it. But it's also high carbon steel. Got a good leather sheath to it, and on that sheath I have needle tape to it so I can stitch stuff up, but it's mostly to pull stuff out of my hands, and it's all done up with Gorilla Tape there. Although when we're talking about what I carry every day, this knife right here, the brand is this knife. I don't know, don't care. It's a good knife. I'm comfortable with it. It's got a good weight. It's on my waist all day, every day. Even when I go to church, this thing is on me. It's very common for guys in my area to carry a good solid pocket knife. We're all farmers out here. I keep it nice and sharp, and it might be a little dirty because I was running through some soil bags earlier. The other thing I carry is a multi-tool. What brand is it? Again, don't know, don't care. I've actually beat this one up a little bit, but the biggest thing about it is it's a multi-tool. It has pliers, so if something falls in the fire, I can grab it out of the fire. It has all the regular attachments you're going to have on a multi-tool. I only got one hand here, guys, so I can't go through everything. But I mean, it's got a couple extra blades in it. It's got the serrated saw. It's got the file. It's got the little screwdrivers. It doesn't really matter what you guys get for tools, but you got to buy and use what you're accustomed to and what's necessary for you. Like I said, this is just my bush bag. This isn't the end of the world. This is, crap, it broke. I guess that wasn't a great thing to use. I'm not screwed for the weekend. I'm not screwed for life. I can just go out and get another one. That being said, I have beat all these tools up fairly well, except for, as I say, these two blades. They only get used for specific purposes, because I'm going to be honest with you, I hate sharpening stuff. But like the multi-tool, it's on my hip every day, along with this, I really don't know. If anyone knows what company this is, I'm not sure, but it is a great knife. So I'm just showing you some of the tools I carry. The other tool that I don't have up here that I carry quite often is a pair of vice grips with the threaded bolt taken out, and I screw in an eye bolt. So that way I can throw a thread through the eye bolt and pull stuff out of the fire if I need to. But otherwise, this is the common tools I carry. And again, depending on where I'm at, what I'm planning to do, some of these tools change. Also, you all saw, if you've seen the earlier parts, I carry that great big axe with me. This is getting long enough, but I'll show you what the next part's going to be is into my little trapping bag. So, on to the next part for this. See you soon.